Well, good evening. I'm Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom. I am a hypnotherapist, NLP practitioner, time coach, published author of a book of I Am Wisdom, How Did I Teach Myself Fear, and Dissolving Pleasing Others. And tonight I want to talk about how is fear a forthright awakening. What I'm starting to understand, we've been taught fear was this and we live in our... But fear is something, is a dead-end road and an encrypted boundary we put in ourselves. And that is all fear is. It's an encrypted boundary within our memories and our memorized way of life. It really comes down to us letting go, thinking we know how life is supposed to be. It's actually a societal way of life and history. But how do we really stuck in ancient times in these modern times? Outside of technology and many other things, what have we really expanded out of since the beginning of time? And I realize I have become ingrained with my ancestors' anchors of anxiety, anger, poverty consciousness, and everything. And how does a lot of fear become afraid? How are we more afraid of what we desire than what we have and where we're at in life? Because all fear is a frontier endearing us to our audacious resolve to evolve enterprising vibrancy, opening life, visionary epiphany. It's about us letting go. It's really about letting go of everything we taught ourselves. We taught ourselves to be afraid because we didn't know what was on the other side. We only understand what is on this side. We don't know what's on the other side of a fear, the ecstasy, the experience, the elegance. And there's always going to be the challenge of life. Challenge is an awakening. That is to squeeze your fear, expand astute, revolutionary, innovative talents, tantalize adventurous lure, enterprising, new, trendsetter, savvy to understand life is going to show us a shell of hell and hide the bliss inside. And that's where we really have to open up. And how do we let anger get in the way? I'm good at this one. Anger. We fly off the handle and we get panhandled by our own fears and our own anxiety and our own retorts of just rancor. That's all it is. Has there ever been anything to get mad of? Has there ever been anything to fear? And how is it that we let our ego and our toughness take us into unsavory situations that our spirit will never let us go or never let us get there? It's really about energizing the wise and feeling the enterprising gumption within ourselves. We are so talented in so many ways, but to discover that talent, you're going to have to walk through a cactus patch and get poked and prodded a little bit to see that you got to show yourself your own gut grandeur to expand through life. As I open my eyes to my inner wise, I realize that life is an adventurous trail of triumph. But we get so caught up, and every time something don't go exactly our way, we get angry, frustrated, and why is this happening to me? I was good at that. I really was. But now I open my eyes to see the world through my fearless, enterprising, astute reveries, because I understand knowing everything and trying to go beyond the knowing is where you become locked and blocked. And that's what wealthy people have done. They just went beyond everything they know. They didn't allow fear and overthinking control their life. I have, still do. That's unfortunately for me. But realizing and admitting it, I get to get rid of it. So you can admit it, get rid of it, and you never go anywhere. You stay the same. So I feel my heart race, a revolutionary affluence, canonizing extravagance to show the world I am grateful and appreciative of everything the world has showed me. The world keeps showing me things because I'm too hard-headed to understand the wisdom in the situation. I keep using the same thoughts, the same thinking, the same stinking wicked date, and I end up in the same stinking place. And that is the way life is. Because we've been taught we have to know to go. To know is to woe. Spirit goes. Galvanizing terrific trend-setting experiences, opening my eyes to myself. See, the thing is, we never have to worry about outside life. It's about our inner self is where everything expands. But it's the fear that we have, and it's going beyond societal, but it's really going along outside of the boundaries of the way you grew up and who you grew up with and how you grew up. Because the childhood and high school still play out today, and never ingrained memories that keep you in the pain or the gain of yesterday. It's up to everybody else. It's something to relish. But as I understand, I've allowed fear to steal my life. I have. Not a lot of it, but some. When it comes to the extravagance in the life of leisure, because I don't understand, I lack the experience of what's on the other side of relaxing leisure. Because I thought I had to be high speed, no greed, and always on the go. The more I was on the go, the more woe I experienced. And I admit that to the world today. But the gracious thing I experience is understanding now that if it's something that's raising a heck in here or causing me angst, it's my angst. My doing, nobody else. It's about opening up appreciation and gratitude to understand myself. And that's what we're afraid of, because it's so much more fun and easier to blame somebody out in the other world. They did it to me. Now they did it to you, all right? Because they got your thoughts running around in circles because you're doing it to yourself. All the anger, rancor, and all the crap you think is out there is actually you being you, me being me. Because I can still do that, but now the personal expansion is about understanding when you're running the shame game and blame game on yourself. That is where life begins, and that's what fear is just an awakening. A challenge is awakening. But we tried to do a new challenge with what we know from yesterday. Everything new that enters your life is a new enterprising will to expand through the situation and understand the core of the situation and what the unsaid, unseen, and unknown about the situation to expand me or expand you. It's about expanding through life rather than changing our life. So you change on a crossword plane, you expand on a horizontal plane, on a vertical plane. And that's the thing. We have two planes, vertical and horizontal. And what's the word expand, energize, enterprise, and experience? You're on a vertical plane to expand out of the shame of the horizontal plane and feel pain of the vertical plane. Feeling awesome, majestically energizing new path of prosperity, but more openly luxurious peace within myself or yourself. It's really about energizing the peaceful warrior within yourself, because a warrior is at peace in unsavory situations. Me, I used to get wrought up and mad because I thought everybody was afraid of me, and that was the biggest lie I ever told myself. All I looked like was a selfish, pity baby, and I lived that way for a long time. That's what anger and fear are. They create the pity me crap within them. When you can look at a fear as a frontier, endearing me to my audacious revolutionary resolve of enterprising vibrancy, opening lure, visionizing everything in a new way. Because it's up to letting go of everything. Change is just a rotation. But when you expand and you're really willing to query the quixotic energy within inside the challenge or the fear, you get to feel the ecstasy of the other side in the new wave of wisdom, wealth, health, and success. Half of our problems today, or half the challenges of today is letting go of yesterday. Because we're trying to use books today in a technologically advanced world that we're still stemming to ancient times, and it's what somebody else wants us to know and how they want us to live. The spirit sees the power internally, realizing the innovative talent within ourselves. When I say talent, I'm talking about the undiscovered, unseen, the invincible innovator within ourselves, because we are powerful. But however, when our real power shows up, it scares the daylights out of us, and we fall back into the same way, because fear is actually a comfort zone. It's what we know, it's what we know, what we've lived. It keeps us inside in the grace of our friends. Wealthy people were willing to let go of their friends. And spiritual wealth is a wonderland, energizing, awesome, ionized, transcending harmonies to be within ourselves. You desire to harmonize the world, harmonize it in here. And that is where everything is experienced, is inside ourselves. And the more I open my eyes to my inner self, the more I understand the only one that can aggravate me is me. The only one that can make me mad is me. The only one that can live the fear within me is me, because I'm afraid to go beyond it. Because once you're beyond the fears, you're out into the atmosphere of invincibility, because you're in the terra incognita, and that's the land of the unknown. And see, if you understand and read a little bit about history, if it wasn't for Christopher Columbus and them guys willing to go out into the adventurous, basically out in the neverland, we would never be here in the United States of America today. About people being willing to cross the abyss of and being awesomely bold, guessing superstars are guessing stout-hearted savvy to realize the world or your life will forever go on. No matter, it doesn't really pertain to what is happening in your life. It's really about expanding the gumption within myself. And when I start talking like the gumption and stuff like that, I gotta really put it in the first person, because really the only person that I really understand is me, and that is something I'm really starting to not understand. I'm really not understanding the power of me. It's an everyday awakening, because I have to put the fear and the pain and all the other stuff that's in me down the drain, opening up my dreamer's revolutionary, innovative audacity, naturally expanding through life. Because we've been taught you have to suffer and we have to have the pain, and that's the biggest lie in the world. Pain keeps us ingrained in a thinking mind. But when you feel the splendor of life, the spirit propels life every day, naturally daring omnific revolutionary riches to flow to me, because the riches of my life are in here. This is the gold mine between here and up there and all out there. It's the unseen, the invisible, and the invincible are the gold mines of life, because that is where the wisdom comes. That gives me the heebie-jeebies, and I'm not sure where to go, but it's life expanding when I adhere to it. But how many times does that little voice give us a shake, give us the heebie-jeebies, and we stayed within the comfort zone and the fear of I have, and I still do, because then I'm never going to be 100% anything. I'm going to experience life that day, that way, to really open up the way I am internal. The light of life is inside me. Energize the light of day in the physical world, because it's my inner light that lionizes internal gallantry, harmonizing today's events. To feel life with emotional confidence, be willing to walk into the fires of hell with a pell-melling the percipience and the peaceful warrior within myself. But it's really about being the rancher of your life and willing to walk out into the mountain range, life's rambunctious adventures, naturally galvanizing everyday life. About us opening our eyes to ourselves. It's not an external void, it's an internal void that'll open your eyes. And it's never anybody in the physical world doing anything to you. You're doing it to yourself. And I admit I have. And I can admit this to the world. I can wind myself up like a 10-day clock until I break the spring, and then I do snort a retard looking like basically, just admit it, I don't look like a very person. I was going to use another word, but it's not, doesn't fit. But we really look like the ranker of life instead of the ramrod of our own dreams. And that's what this is all about, is understanding fear is going to put you face to face with the wall of stall that's within yourself. All of fear is a dead end to where you're on your way. And if you can embrace the dead end, you can open up the Riviera of riches on the other side. And you can sit there and watch your oceans bring wave after wave of galvanized, of glorious render to you. About opening the eyes, and it ain't always money. It's just a wealth of relaxation, being at peace, and feel prosperous within your emotional energies. As I open myself up to this, I really am starting to understand I don't have fears. They're dead ends waiting for me to walk through and open the gate of innate and see myself experience whatever is on the other side, good, bad, or different. But it's really about letting go and thinking I control my life, into understanding I energize my life with experiences of expansionism of inside me. I see more infinite spiritual maturity, internalizing self-magnificence, showing the world I am a gold mine of grandeur and generosity, but I'm also have the veracity to stand up for myself with a dignity, integrity. That is where life is. Wealth, money is not the outcome, and money is a false prestige. Those who are willing to stand for who they are without the money and in the face of people of society will forever be free. They will also be always forever optimizing their wise and showing the world a spiritual strength that scares people of an egotistical mind. The world is egotistically arrogant, afraid of spiritual prowess, because spirit is it's an invisible backbone showing the world that you will stand in your stalwart presence, showing them your unconquerable abilities to expand through everything. And that is where people encompass an unconquerable ability, and an undiscovered agility shows up whenever it's time for you new ways of life to expand you through life will always forever open your eyes to a better way. That's the key to life right there. When you think you got everything all knowed up and everything's crystal clear, always ask, is there a better way? And never try to answer it. Just let the paths open up, because life is a path of enlightenment. And with that, I'm going to say good night. I want to thank everybody for being here. I am Robert A. Wilson. I do this Tuesdays and Thursday nights, and may your life be blessed as you're a blessing to me. And my website is my+cowboy+wisdom.com, and we will see you Thursday night. Thank you and good night.